Because you were so crowded, I couldn't.
It was about Moses and Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Basically, and whether or not Moses and Pharaoh, the story existed, or it actually happened. And I said, when we go, you say it happened. When we go to Egypt, where it apparently happened, we got no evidence of it. But when we read your Quran, it says this happened. So, if I say to your house, I went to your house, I was there for 400 years, that's my claim in the book. If I go to your house and your people, and we say, do you know this guy? And they were like, who? There's no evidence of you there. So we just got to take the book's evidence.
The book is the claim, not the evidence.
He was telling me, and I'm saying there's a king's list at Abydos.
There's what?
A king's list in Egypt at Abydos, which shows there's Pharaoh from the beginning to the end. So I said, you said it was Pharaoh. Pick one. Which one was it? Just tell me which Pharaoh was, so we can go and look at their history and see if what you're saying is verified. He's saying your claim is that there's a king's list at Abydos. I said, why did I claim there was a king's list at Abydos? He said, can you prove your king's list? I said, no, we're talking about your claim, not my counterclaim.
The Quran is what
the Quran is a claim, which you're referring to.
Yeah.
So that's the claim. So we want to verify that. You wanted to stick on the king's list at Abydos and whether I can verify it. And I'm saying, no, I'm just asking for evidence that you claim it happened somewhere. If I said that murder happened on Park Lane, we've got to go to Park Lane to investigate the murder. We don't just take what someone wrote and said, yeah, there was a murder on Park Lane. We go to them. So when we go there, we can't find the evidence.
A person named Moses.
He's saying,
no evidence of a person
the Quran says,
Pharaoh,
to investigate what was said in it.
and that title only came out in 12.
So I said, oh, right. So then he says that's what he's doing. So I said, okay, you're going to investigate what was in the Quran. This story about Moses. Yeah? He said, yes. Okay. He said to investigate it to verify it. I said, great. Has it been verified? He wouldn't answer. No, but has it been verified, this story that you're talking about? It has, in the Quran it's been verified, but not outside the Quran, right? So he said, okay, but we can investigate and withhold judgment.
He was basically, okay.
So he said we can withhold judgment about the story of Moses, right?
He had a good point.
So he's going to withhold judgment about the story of Moses. No, you don't. You don't withhold judgment. You say that story happened because it was in the Quran. So he's saying, no, I withhold judgment about the story of Moses. I said, you're lying. Because you tell people the Quran's a fact, yes? Yes. So if it's a fact, that means the story of Moses did actually happen then. That's what you're saying. You can't withhold. If I go to the court of law and say, Your Honor, this murder happened. Did it happen? I don't know, Your Honor. I withhold judgment. But it happened. It doesn't make sense. I said the two things can't exist within the same realm. He's telling me yes they can. I'm telling you, the man stood here and lied for the past half an hour.
And we didn't even get the answer.
We didn't even get the answer. He lied. He eloquently rushed around the question, avoided the answer, and said it. And I said, you can eloquently say nonsense all you want, but you haven't answered what's
the main promise.
The guy is.
Hopefully I'll put that up and I'll do it for
that guy's a charlatan.
Because he uses what's called channeling questions.
He's actually a charlatan.
Channeling questions.
Shabir, the guy over there, with the glasses.
Yes.
He's a charlatan, that guy. Yeah. It's interesting to watch him literally hear what you said and find a way in which to get out of what you actually said and try and turn it out on you. I said, I'm too smart for that. You can't do that. You can't do that to me.
He doesn't seem to accept that science can use predictive modeling. He doesn't accept that. He doesn't accept that you can predict what happened in the past or the future. So like you said, a crime scene. He doesn't accept that concept, or he only accepts it to a point.
And then he will get very condescending and say, oh, I know you don't understand. And I know you can't really grasp what I'm trying to say.
Respect or whatever.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, to try and make it seem like he knows what he's talking about. And I think the bottom line is, you can eloquently say bullshit. And that's what you've been doing for the past half hour.
And that's him.
I'm telling you, man. I wanted a straight answer whether or not you can verify the story of Moses and Pharaoh in Egypt.
And the thing is, that's a big question. You know why? And this is why they avoid it. Because once you deal with Moses, if you can't prove Moses, that crushes the whole story.
That's it.
Moses is the one that got the first 5 books.
That's it.
That's how you know about Abraham, because of Moses. That's how you know about Genesis, Genesis, because that's how you know about the flood. So if Moses didn't exist and there's no story, like you said, there's no evidence, then what are we doing here? What are we all doing here right now? That didn't happen.
Record that,
It was recorded.
Yeah.
It was recorded.
It'll come up on his own channel probably. Ian get hold of it.
You can't answer the question. You're not going to answer.
But the thing is, I was frustrated, and sometimes it got out. But I was thinking to myself, in my head, I'm thinking, this guy's standing here lying, like in front of me,
I've got in my bag.
But how can he just do? And the thing is, because he's got such a large following.
That's right.
Right, he's got people standing there, and the thing is, there was a Muslim guy behind him with me nodding, like he was like, "Yeah, you're making sense." And I'm thinking, he knows I'm making sense, but you're here acting like I'm not making sense.
There was one Muslim on his channel who said it as well, and he was berated. So there was a Muslim who said, "This is nonsense. You're not answering questions directly.
Right.
Tell us what you believe and why you believe it."
Right.
And so this Muslim was berated, and I said, "Hey, he's just talking. He's being honest. He's shown you exactly where you've gone wrong."
Yeah.
So, but on their channel they go, "Oh, peace be upon you," and you haven't really disproven anything. And he's given a long. This was a Muslim giving a long explanation as to why it's not. All we want is tell us what you believe and why you believe it. Now we can have a conversation. But he will ask you a lot of questions to try and get you to prove his premise.
Yeah. The guy tried to get me. He tried to flip it on me, and I was like, "No, you can't do that."